Number 1, the third Hokage. Okay, the third was the greatest shinobi ever. In his prime, he was called the God of Shinobi. He was super strong. He had great control of his chakra, using the minimum amount when using his jutsus, and he had mastery of Jinjutsu, Ninjutsu, and Taijutsu. He had great nature releases, including one where he shot a fire beam out of his mouth. He also had a summon called Inma, which was the greatest set to have in battle. His mastery of the staff that Enma transformed into made him a really good, improved his taijutsu, and all in all, he had to be number 1 on this list because it also says in the manga that he's number 1 specifically. Number 2, I had to go with the first Hokage here because of his mastery in ninjutsu. Also, as you know in the manga, it says that he captured many of the tailed beasts, and that's not exactly an easy feat. It took the fourth his life to capture the Nine Tails. Um, and he beat Madara Uchiha, one of the strongest ninjas ever, while he was in control of the Nine Tails. Even though he had the help of his brother, it's still a great feat. He could do great amount of damage, and while he wasn't the best taijutsu user, his ninjutsu was completely amazing. I had to put him number 2 on this list because of those reasons, and alright, that brings me to number 3. I had to go with the fourth Hokage. Okay, I was actually going to put him second or first on this list, but after I did some research and found out more about them, I had to put him at third. His great speed using his time-space jutsu and his ability to create the Rasengan very quickly made him a devastating ninja. Jiraiya says in the manga that he may never be surpassed, and so that makes you believe he's one of the greatest shinobi of all time. And I don't want you to think I think he's way below the third and first because he's right there with them. He might even be able to beat them in a battle for all I know. Okay, Minato is definitely one of the strongest shinobis of all time. Number 4. Okay, I had to go with the second at number 4, even though it was the hardest decision I had to make was where I was going to put him. Because at first I was actually going to put him at number 2 because he has great nature releases. His water nature releases are amazing, like his water dragon bullet, and also he had a unique ability to contort water however he wanted. And also, most of his jutsus only took one hand sign, which made him really fast in battle. All in all, I think he's my personal favorite. Just look at that face. I would not want to mess with that guy. He helped beat Madara Uchiha with his brother, which is a great feat. So he's really close to the top 3. Alright, that brings me to number 5. As you know, I had to go Tsunade. Okay, I couldn't put her higher up because of her lack of good ninjutsus. While she could use healing jutsus to a devastating effect, she really didn't have any great ones. Her strongest set is in battle is her raw strength, and she also had a great amount of chakra with the seal on her forehead. But I don't think she'd be able to beat any of her predecessors because again her lack of a great ninjutsu. She didn't have any long range. While I think the closest she could come to beat was the fourth, just because of his mostly used taijutsu. He's still way stronger than her. I think she's the weakest. And thank you for watching. I know this wasn't the best video, my first video, and I hope you make the next you watch the next one I'll put on here. Uh, and hopefully they'll be better than this. They'll probably be on Naruto also. And if you have any requests about what you would like them to be on, uh, put in the comments, because I do research before I make these decisions. I don't just base them off my personal opinion. I read the mangas. I look at facts on the internet that are reliable sources, and I look at the jutsus and stuff. All right, thanks.